I'd associate a theming with intelligence, but who knows? Let's see. Gems are under... what, this? Sure enough, intelligence. Could probably throw that on Sarui or Emulita. Who's using what? That's on Ruella. That's on Sarui. That's on Will. Does Emulita not have a gem slot on her thing currently? If not, that's something I could fit. Not that she really needs it. Should fit something on her, at the very least. We make our way back to the deepest room in the ruins. There are countless murals drawn all over the walls here. Each picture has a name carved underneath it, all of them in a row. It's the common Mikelti language, but all the letters are decorated uniquely. No two are written the same way. Since the letters are basically the same though, I can read them. What's more, I recognize some of the writing. A lot of it is close to the style that used to be considered sacred, and used by the royal family a long time ago. We all walk along the wall, reading the names one by one. Do you know what these names are?
さすがに私でもこれが何かということはわかる。
Even I can understand what this means.
エルフの私でもわかります。旧ミケルティ王国の王族の系譜に間違いありません。
Even an elf like me understands. This is undoubtedly the record of the genealogy of the old Mikelti kingdom. Ah, look here. I point at a spot where the names suddenly stop. Emulita looks at it, and traces the letters with her fingers. It's Miliada El Zilteri. It really is. That's my real name.
旧ミケルティ王国最後の王であるトキーグ・ジルテリーの孫娘ということになりますね。
That makes you the granddaughter of Toki Xilteri, the last king of Mikelti.
この系譜によれば、エミリッタには兄が一人いるようだが、これは誰だ?
According to this genealogy, you should have an older brother, Emulita. I wonder who he is.
知ってる。私、お兄さんがいるんだって聞いたの。
I knew that. I heard I had a brother.
王族は幽閉されていると言っていたな。その兄もそうなのか?
The royal family was imprisoned. Maybe your brother was too. Most of the royal family was killed in the revolution 18 years ago. The survivors were exiled to a prison island.
その年齢の王族の話は聞いたことがありませんね。おそらくエミリッタと一緒に行方不明なのでしょう。
I've never heard of any members of the royal family your age. Perhaps he's missing, just like you.
そっか。きっともう死んじゃってて会えないだろうなって思ってた。だから私、あの死神に。
Yeah. I thought he died already, so I'd never get to meet him. That's why I asked that Reaper. She did try to ask about that before the Reaper died. I pat her back lightly to comfort her, while she tries to take all of this in.
なんでだろう。不思議なんだけど、あんまりショックじゃないし、驚いてもいないんだよね。
I wonder why. It's weird, but I don't feel very shocked or surprised by it.
なんだか人事みたいで、へーって感じにしかならないの。
It feels like it doesn't even affect me. Just kind of like, huh.
前にお母さんと血がつながってない話を聞いた時とかは、ものすごくショックだったのに。
I was really upset when I heard that I wasn't actually related to my mom, too. Yeah. I'm not surprised by her reaction either. Suddenly learning that she's part of the royal family will take some time to sink in. And she spent her entire life with Rosanna, believing that she was her mother. She was the most important thing to Emilita.
長いは無用ですね。調べることは調べましたし、帰りましょうか。
There's no point staying here too long. We found what we were looking for. Let's go home.
もう十分だよ。みんなありがとう。
Yeah, this is enough. Thank you, everybody. We nod together and walk back to the exit. On the way out, Yuella stops for a moment and looks around very carefully. Is something the matter?
いや、結局一体誰があの扉を開けたのかと不思議に思っただけだ。
No. I was simply wondering after all. Just who opened that door?
罠というにはあからさますぎる。まるで先に入った誰かが守護者を作動させたみたいだった。
It's too obvious to be a trap. It looks more like someone came before us and opened it. Was it really that nobleman, though? But does he have the power to animate guardians here? We leave the ruins, but the bad feeling I have doesn't go away. We were able to complete everything there in one go, so... I go to the manor to talk about what we discovered in Centaria with Rosanna.
エミリッタの様子はどうでしたか?
How is Emilita? She's doing well. She didn't seem to be very moved by finding out who she really was. That's barely seemed to bother her at all, actually. Like she said, it feels like it's not even part of her life. You already knew, didn't you? Why did you raise her?
私は王家の遠縁にあたります。それに動乱以前、王宮でも仕事をしていましたので、王族やその関係者とも関わりがありました。
I'm distantly related to the royal family. I had worked in the palace prior to the revolution, so I knew many of them.
あの動乱が起きた時、まだ幼い兄と生まれたばかりの妹の世話をしていた乳母が、二人だけでも逃がそうとしたのです。
When the revolution happened, a nurse was taking care of a newborn girl and her young brother. She helped them escape.
そして、遠い縁をたどって、私のところに逃げてきました。
They fled far away from the palace to me. What happened to her brother?
紛れ込んだ大将が襲われ、行方知れずになったそうです。
The caravan they were traveling in was attacked, and he went missing. I see. She has no idea where to find him, so can't tell if he's dead or alive. May I tell Emilita that?
私から話します。もう隠し事をしている必要はありませんから。
I'll tell her myself. There is no need for secrets any longer. Please do. I think she'd like that.
あの子は、あなたたちに会えて幸せなようですね。あんな風に怒ったり笑ったりする顔は、久しく見たことありませんでした。
She seems happy since she met you. I haven't seen either scowl or smile like that in a long time.
ずっと気がかりではあったんです。でもあの子を守ろうとして、逆に犠牲にしてきてしまった。
I was very worried about her, but I had to sacrifice something in order to protect her.
私も子離れが必要なようですね。これからもあの子をよろしくお願いするわ。
It seems the time has come to let her go. I want you to be her protector now. Yes. There's still some time left before their relationship is completely repaired, but they're already making progress. I'm sure the day isn't far off when they'll be just like a real mother and daughter again. As I'm thinking, Rosanna steps up to me.
ところで、 母親として一つ確認をしておきたいのですが、あの子に妙なことをしていないでしょうね。
By the way, just to be sure as her mother, you haven't done anything strange to her, have you? Huh? Well...
もしあの子が泣くようなことがあれば、私はあらゆる手段と技術と人脈を使ってあなたを抹殺しますので、覚悟しておきなさい。
If you make her cry, I will use all my knowledge, connections, and technology to end your existence. Be prepared for that. Yes. It's hard to tell if she's joking or not. I nod frantically, trying to choke down my fear. I don't know what this is, but this is probably the next chapter. Can't imagine there's much left in this one. Anything new? No? They could upgrade outfits, but it's probably better to bank this since it seems like we're moving to a new chapter soon. No, not yet. I've been called to the manor. Mirzana is sitting deeply in her chair as I come in. She stands up to greet me, but she's clearly unsteady on her feet. Are you okay? I can come again if you're not feeling well.
いえ、心配は無用です。早く話しておかねばなりませんので。
No, there's no point in worrying. Besides, I need to speak with you as soon as possible.
今日呼び出したのは他でもありません。あなたにユイドラを取り巻く情勢について知っておいてもらいたいからです。
I did not call any others either. I want you to be well aware of the situation surrounding Yuidora right now.
先日、サンタリアにて連合議会が開催されました。
There was a union assembly held at Santaria recently. These assembly meetings are held regularly between all the Mikelti Union countries at Santaria. They began after the monarchy collapsed and the union was formed. However, they have little authority, and very rarely come to any kind of decisions at all. They're usually just for political maneuvering and bargaining. Each city governs itself with its own sovereignty. Yuidora is just one of the members, but it has attracted attention recently because of its rapid growth.
最近、議会で妙な動きが見られていました。
Recently, there has been suspicious movement among the assembly.
私も警戒はしていたのですが力及ばず。先日の議会では、ユイドラにとっては負け同然の結果に終わりました。
I was cautious, but apparently not cautious enough. The latest assembly ended in a severe blow to Yuidora. What kind of movement are you talking about exactly?
王国復活の動きです。すでにいくつかの国が結託しています。
Reviving the monarchy. Some countries have already conspired together in pursuit of that. Reviving the monarchy? The Mikelti kingdom existed until 18 years ago, ruled with absolute authority by a king. All the countries that form the Mikelti Union now used to belong to just the Mikelti kingdom before. Yuidora is no exception. It was just another city in the kingdom. However, the monarchy collapsed in a civil war 18 years ago, and the union of sovereign city-states that exists today was born.
知っての通り、ユイドラは交渉による自治と自由な成長によって今の繁栄を築いてきました。
As you know, Yuidora owes its prosperity to allowing alchemists to govern and grow freely.
王国復活は我々交渉が20年近くかかって育ててきたその制度に枷をかけることになります。
If the kingdom were revived, then the shackles we alchemists were released from 20 years ago will be forced onto us again. Can't we avoid that?
すでに周辺は固められていると言っていいでしょう。
It would be reasonable to say that the lands around us are prepared already.
近々、 王国復活に向けての具体的な動きが出てきます。あなたにも働いてもらうことになります。
Soon, there will be an overt movement to revive the monarchy. You will have a job to do yourself then. Yes. She had a fierce, grim look in her eyes. I couldn't argue with her even if I wanted to. After I nod to her, she continues.
それにあたって、あなたの意見を確認しておこうと思います。
Then I want to be certain of how you feel.
あなたはすでに交渉長であり、ユイドラの中でも責任を持つ立場にあります。それ相応の意見を持っていて叱るべきです。
You are already one of the top alchemists. You have a responsibility to Yuidora. Give me your honest opinion.
あなたの意見を聞かせてもらいます。
Please tell me exactly how you feel.
一つ目は、あなたがユイドラにどのような形で貢献しようとしているのか、その立場の確認です。
First, how do you want to contribute to Yuidora, given your position?
今後、あくまでユイドラの交渉として頑張るのか、それともユイドラを出て、もっと大きな活動を目指すのか。
Do you intend to keep working as an alchemist of Yuidora? Or do you want to leave Yuidora, seeking greater accomplishments?
すなわち、今まで通りの活動をするのか、それとも、ミケルティ全体を視野に入れた活動を行うのかです。
That is to say, continue as you are now, or work while thinking about all of Mikelti. I have to think for a moment. When I became an alchemist, I just wanted to see every one of my customers smile. It's been changing little by little. I've had to take on bigger jobs to see more people smile. Every single smile is important, but I know that you can't just look at every single person one at a time either. That's why I want to do more as an alchemist. But I don't want to leave Yuidora either. This is where I was born and raised. I'm one of Yuidora's alchemists. I want to do more as an alchemist, but I do not intend to stop being one of Yuidora's alchemists. Yuidora is where I was born and grew up. My dreams of becoming an alchemist began here too. I answer her clearly and with confidence.
なるほど。では二つ目の質問です。
Indeed. Then your second question.
ユイドラはユイドラのみで成長すべきか、それとも連合諸国を引っ張っていく存在であるべきか。
Should Yuidora grow only for itself, or should it benefit the other Union countries as well? This is a delicate question. I may not be answering the question you are asking, but I have to preface my response before I can gather up the courage to say it. I want the alchemists of Yuidora to be the role model for all Union country alchemists. I want to be proud of the alchemists that grew up in the workshop city. However, I think we need to cooperate with the rest of the Union to do that. We need their help to keep growing. Rosanna gives me a small nod.
三つ目は、ユイドラの今後についてのあなたの意見を聞きます。
Thirdly, I want to know what you believe Yuidora's future will be.
交渉中心の政治が今後どのようにあるべきか。何か意見はありますか？
Our government is centered around alchemists. Do you have any thoughts on that? It's a very vague question. However, thanks to what she asked before, I think the answer's obvious. The guild should strengthen its relationship with the Union, and not just stay in Yuidora, but spread to all of them. That's how I think Yuidora should grow.
なるほど。わかりました。
I see. I understand. Rosanna quietly thinks to herself. She looks even paler now than she did when I came in. Please sit down. Don't force yourself to stand because of me.
いえ、結構です。最後の質問です。
No, I'm fine. Your last question.
これは現在のユイドラの重要な仕組みであり、また連合諸国が狙っているものでもあります。
There's an important law in Uedora right now. Furthermore, it is what the Union nations have their eyes on.
先日の議会でもやり玉に挙げられました。
This is what we discussed in the assembly.
ユイドラで採用し、独占している特許についてです。
Uedora's laws regarding patent restriction.
技術はお金を生み、民に繁栄をもたらします。であるからこそ、ユイドラではそれを管理し、公開する方法を定めています。
Technology creates wealth and brings prosperity to the people. That's the ideal that led to open knowledge within Uedora. Uedora's patents aren't made to restrict technology, but to make it known and share it. Once something's invented, anybody can use it with the guild's permission. Nobody can create a monopoly. If a patent is limited by rank in the guild, it's because of the difficulty involved, or the danger in case of an accident. It's to prevent any kind of particularly dangerous technology from causing damage in unskilled hands. Alchemists are compensated for their inventions, in order to ease the cost of research and development as well. Technology shouldn't be monopolized. It should belong to everybody. That's why the guild watches over it. That's the belief behind Uedora's patent system.
旧王国時代には、技術というものは王族や貴族たちに独占されている状況でした。
In the monarchy age, technology was held only by the royal family and the nobles.
しかし王政が崩壊したことで、ユイドラはそれを交渉自身が管理し、共有する体制を作ってきたのです。
However, when the monarchy collapsed, alchemists began ruling Uedora and established a system to share it.
しかし、彼らは再び技術を囲い込もうとしています。それがお金になるからです。
They are trying to clamp down on technology again. It is a significant source of their wealth.
もし彼らの目論見が成功すれば、技術は停滞し、やがてユイドラやミケルティの交渉は時代遅れになってしまうでしょう。
If their plans succeed, technology will stagnate. Uedora and Mikelti's alchemists will return to how they were before.
これはあらゆる交渉会が団結して防がねばなりません。
All the country's alchemist guilds must unite to stop this.
あなたにもいずれ働いてもらいます。いいですね。
You will have your job to do concerning this one day too. Understand? Yes, of course. I nod empathetically. The patent system of the guild is Uedora's lifeblood. We have to protect it.
結構です。では下がってください。
Very well. Please take your leave. Excuse me. There's some shit going down over there. Anything? We got something with Emilita. Let's see what this is. In Santaria. Two people are talking just inside the castle gates. The time is finally at hand. A new age lies just before us. As long as our business prospers, we're not against it. You, of course, do not need to worry about that. Then it's fine. The merchant disappears into Santaria. Another man takes his place. Oh, welcome back. You were so late that I was beside myself in worry. I had to come greet you myself. There is no reason to worry about me. Then you successfully obtained the proof. Laguna chuckles and grins. Wonderful. Now there are none that will dispute you as the legitimate successor. There's only one person remaining. Oops, that's still a secret, isn't it? There's no need to worry. Our plans are already in progress. We've already obtained countless support. As soon as you're ready, let's schedule an official proclamation. The new era of Mikelti will begin with the welcoming of her new king. It shall be a glorious day. Something tells me we found Emilita's brother, then.
最近お母さんと会った？
Have you talked to Mom recently? Yeah, not long ago. She called me to talk to her. What about you? Have you gone to see her?
まだギクシャクしちゃうこともあるけど、前よりは話しやすくなったし、話もちゃんと聞いてくれる。
Yeah, it's still a little awkward, but it's easier to talk to her than before. We can actually talk now.
お母さんどうだった？何か変だったりしなかった？
How is she? Did anything seem wrong with her? No, not really. We just talked about politics. Now that she mentions it, though, Rosanna did look a little pale.
お母さん隠してるみたいだけど、なんだか体調が悪そうなことがあるの気づいた？
I know she'd hide it, but she just looked kind of sick to me. Did you notice that? Yeah, she looked kind of tired.
前から忙しいのは当たり前だったけど、子供の頃の私には言い訳みたいにしか思えなかった。
She's always been busy since long ago, but when I was little, I always thought she was just using it as an excuse.
でも、お母さんはユイドラのために一生懸命働いてるんだよね。
But she's working really hard for Yuidora's sake. I used to not know what it meant to be Lord. I just thought they were some kind of really important person. Now I think she's really amazing. I'm happy just to be able to help her do her job.
私も間接的にだけど役に立ててるのは嬉しいよ。でもお母さんが無理してるんじゃないかって心配。
Yeah, I'm glad I can help her too, even if not directly. Still, I'm worried she's pushing herself too hard. Huh? Did she say something?
言えないよ、そんなの。平気ですって言われるに決まってるじゃない。
She wouldn't say anything. She'd just say, I'm fine, and that'd be it. I guess so. Well, all we can do is keep an eye on her. Yeah. Nope, nothing new. Is this the chapter? Yep, here we go. Save this. Let's just double check, make sure there's nothing. Nothing in the workshop. Can sell some stuff at the church. There's that dust we got. Oh, there is. Apparently Emilita doesn't have a slot yet, and I should give her one. I'll look into that. I'll sell these.
あなたに。よっ。
What are we lacking here? This one's against those Mecha Knight dudes, which is a bit of a tall order at the moment. We could maybe do this one, but we don't really need the money either, so I'm better off just waiting on these. I want you to have a gem. Oh, you do have a gem slot. You're using that. Do I want to upgrade any further on any of these? Resurrect, I'm not concerned with. Forget Soul Shield, but... Where was Sunlight Burst? Over there. my current range 3s? Fissure, Water Volley, and then there would be this, Sunlight Burst. I probably do want it. Over here we have Aftershock, Prevail. I probably do want to Prevail, but I'd have to go pretty far into the tree to get it. Soul Shield isn't an issue because I'm getting that from her other outfit. And that's just whatever. This has Flash Step, Depth Charge. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about any of these. Do I want Sunlight Burst? And do I want it now? Water Volley and Fissure feel like they're both enough on their own currently. Yeah, I don't really feel a need to go grab the light one. So I guess we're good in that regard. Nothing really to be done over any of these. Is there a new floor here? If there was, we already took care of it, so... Yep, I think we're good to go. Onwards.
ユイドラ交渉会の名において、あなたに召喚の地位を与えます。
In the name of Yuidora's Alchemist Guild, I grant you the rank of Master.
これからも様々な知識や技術を吸収し、新たなものを生み出し、交渉としての地位を高めるよう努力してください。
Please continue researching and learning new techniques, making new inventions, and elevating yourself as an alchemist. I accept it gratefully. I bow reverently, and accept my new license. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, fuck yeah, double action. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Hallelujah. That's just, yup, that's happening. Finally starting to see some of these showing up now. I wonder, did your stat caps get removed? No? Still have to go further for that. Double fucking action. Here we go.
あなたに一つ問いたいことがあります。
I have a question for you. Yes? What is it?
あなたは交渉として何を目指しますか?
What do you hope to do as an alchemist? When I had the honor of becoming an alchemist, you asked me the same question. Back then, I said, I want to make people happy. I want to make them smile. That kind of alchemist.
ええ、覚えています。しかし今、私が聞いているのはそのことではありません。
Yes, I remember. But that is not what I expect to hear now.
あなたには交渉の上に立つ者としての自覚が出てきていることと思います。
You have become aware of the responsibilities that an alchemist carries.
そのあなたはこれからどこを目指しますか?
So what are you striving for now?
どこを目指し、どこを満足とし、どこに向かっていき、そしてどこで足を止めるのか。
What are you working for? When will you be satisfied? And how far will you go before you stop?
可能な限り一交渉として働くのか、それとも国のために働くのか。
Are you going to go as far as you can as an alchemist? Or will you devote yourself to your country? My country? I try to think about what she means. And I suddenly shudder.
今答える必要はありません。考えてみるといいでしょう。
You do not need to answer right away. This is something you should think about. Yes. I bow deeply, while still kneeling to her.
他に何かありますか？
Is there anything else? Since she asked, there's one thing that was worrying me. I don't know if you've heard anything, but my best friend, Laguna, seems to have closed his workshop. Do you know anything about that? Rosanna glances at the executive next to her. He would have to report to the guild if he went out of business, but I haven't heard anything. Mr. Ashes was a top alchemist, just like you. Lady Rosanna and I would know if he had closed his workshop. All we can say is that he hasn't gone out of business. If he's missing, then we can have the guild investigate. I don't think he's missing. He cancelled a job he had already taken. It sounds more like he's on some other big project. From what you say, it sounds like he's on some kind of expedition. Perhaps it's just an extended absence. Please inform the guild if you find out anything further about this. Understood. I'll keep an eye out for a while. Excuse me.
おめでとう、ビル。
Congratulations, Will. Emilita happily runs up to me as I leave the manor. We walk down the stairs into the plaza together.
召喚か。次はとうとう正気だね。いつなれるんだろうね。
A master alchemist. Next is Grandmaster, isn't it? I bet you'll make it there quickly. I've still got work to do. I'm sure it won't be easy.
ビルなら絶対なれるよ。
I know you can definitely do it. Emilita beams at me. I'm sure she's still thinking about her own past, but I'm glad she can celebrate this with me without worrying. Seeing her smile makes all my troubles melt away. Rosanna warned me about what's going on, but if anything happens, I'll do everything I can to protect Emilita. Someone jumps out and interrupts my thoughts. Will, congratulations on your promotion. Whoa.
もうダメでしょ。
Geez, I told you not to. After chastising him, the girl bows politely.
召喚様、この度は昇格おめでとうございます。召喚様のますますとご活躍を皆でお祈りしております。
Master Alchemist, congratulations on your promotion. I hope you continue to find success in your work. Thank you. The girl blushes shyly as I pat her head. Girls are so simple. The boy runs off as he teases her. She chases after him. After that, I make my usual rounds, talking to everybody about my promotion, before returning home in the evening. I think about the future while looking up at Yuidora's night sky, and about what Rosanna asked me. Will I proceed as an alchemist, or devote myself to my country? There was something big inside her question. Whichever I choose, I feel like Rosanna already made up her mind before she even asked. Like something is going to happen between the guild and the country soon. I've never thought about it before now, but I'm still not sure. I want to work for both the guild and for my country. What could she have meant? In Santaria. A crowd is before the former royal palace, dressed elegantly in the old monarchy's colors. One man smiles in front of the audience, all sitting before him. What a magnificent sight. The people have been long awaiting this. Theodorimus looks to the young man next to him. Theodorimus? Theodorimus? I don't know. Why not respond to their adulation? Why don't you hurry this up? You go ahead and meet their cheers. I suppose you cannot help your impatience. After all, you will reign as the pinnacle of all alchemists. Thedorimus chuckles to himself and holds his hands up to the crowd. Everybody, we are delighted to have you join us on this joyous, historical day. Since the Mikelti kingdom collapsed, the people of Mikelti have been forced to live divided and in chaos. Our culture has begun to fade, and our traditions lost. Those who know not the wisdom of their forebears have ruled for us. However, those agonizing times come to an end today. We will become one nation once more, and regain our lost culture and traditions. We will regain our pride as citizens of Mikelti. Today, we are opening a new chapter for the people of the glorious Mikelti nation. This is the day we create a new Mikelti kingdom. A shout of joy erupts from the crowd. The lords of Amareshi and Koterial are lined up behind Thedorimus, also applauding him heartily. Now then, everybody, let us welcome the new king of our reborn new Mikelti kingdom. Thedorimus gestures grandiosely. The applause and cheers reach a fever pitch. The new Mikelti kingdom has been born. It came faster than anyone expected. The Lord of Uedora, who failed to stop it, can do nothing but watch resentfully. Once the declaration was made, all of the hidden agreements and maneuvering soon becomes known, as each country begins to move. All of Mikelti will inevitably be drawn in.